This is Jordan Tower with JT News. Make sure you smash that like button, smash that subscribe, and let's get right into the news. Well, Gervonta Davis shows that he's a little bit zesty. He likes to use the painting nails emoji to tell people to shut up. It's like, bro, what are you, part of Barty Gang, my G? Like, are you a barb? He's like, this is my most used emoji. I like to shut up and paint your nails. It's like, bro. He's probably dancing to Drake's Nokia. Going, is it Donnie? Is it Janie? Because he dances zesty. Remember that Gervonta Davis zesty dance he did? Bro. Let's see. Gervonta Davis zesty. Yeah, he might be one of the most zestiest dancers. He is, oh my gosh. They have zesty moments. You can't make this up, bro. Yo, he's so zesty, they made a zesty compilation of him. Yo. I can't even show it because for some reason, oh wait, here it is. You can't even make this up, bro. Is this it? Device. No, I can't. Man, I wanted to show you guys. Oh, yeah, here it is. Screen capture. All right, cool. Let's see. Yo. All right, here we go. These zesty moments. Gervonta Davis. Here it is right here. Look at this.
I'm about to go rob something.
What?
Y'all know me.
He's mad. My head. He's mad. He's mad.
What kid? Coming up on 3M here.
Yeah, man. This guy. He's something else. Anyways, then we got let's get off of this because he's a zest monster. Okay. Then we got Future. I don't know if this is a rollout for his album at this point because this girl that has been exposing him for the past couple days, she said, oh, we had a relationship. You know, she did like story times, right? She's supposed to be a side piece. Well, you know, he clapped back at her and says, yo, I don't even know you. I don't even know you. And she started calling the cops saying, you know, he's harassing me, da-da-da-da-da, just because he turned you down? Just because maybe he doesn't really remember her. I mean, Future is a savage, right? So he says, I like private anything. I like private life. Anything else is clickbait. Album about to drop. See, it's like now we're about to talk about the album dropping. Is this just a rollout? Is this a new creative Future rollout? He says, I don't know where this fake X energy come from, Delulu and Messy. Maybe it is a rollout. Who knows? Well, Bhad Bhabie, she's trying to continue this feud with Alabama Barker. Who cares? Who cares? Who cares about her dropping diss tracks and all this? This is like, I don't know, man. This is like this is not entertaining at all. And then she talks about making $75 million on OnlyFans. Well, you took your clothes off and you're almost a minor. You got a bunch of weirdos in your OnlyFans, and it says a lot about society, man. Like $75 million to see her take it off. This. She has the nerve to call DDG's brother ugly. Look at her. Look at her, bro. Look at this. It looks like somebody just made her in a lab. Like they tried to put her face back together from like it being like melted. Which is a sad thing, but it's like you're going after other people? Look at your face. You look weird now. You went to... Who gets face surgery at 18, 19 years old? She had it back then, and now look at her. 21, she's starting to look... She's going to look crazy. What's that girl that did too much face surgery? Here, watch. I'll show you. Too much face Surgery. I'll show you what she's going to look like in about 10 years. Yo. I'll show you. She's going to look just like this person in about 10 years. Mark my words. Okay? Mark my words, bro. Boom. That's going to be her. Crazy looking. My gosh. I'm telling you, she's going to look like that. Some people take plastic transformations to another level. Who's this? 10 failed plastic. Oh, here's the woman. I think this is the Versace woman. The woman that's part of the Versace fortune. Oh yeah. Here she is. My gosh. Celebrities know how to ruin their face and look crazy. And they go around like they look good. Donatella Versace. I think this is her. Look at that. What a way to ruin. My gosh. It looks like an alien. Looks like an alien, man. Ugh. Leave your face alone. Well, Jim Jones tries to roast Mace. Jim, you're looking like really crazy, bro. Like you're still trying to rap, right? Which is fine, right? But beyond that, you're not just rapping. You're acting like it's like 2004. Like, bro, that was 20 years ago. Like, he's calling Mace all kinds of names. Mace taught you how to rap. He's like, Mace is out of shape. He looks crazy. Jim, you spend half your day in the gym. Jim spends half his day in the gym. And, which is, you know, you got to take care of your body. And then he goes and writes some raps. Maybe somebody's writing some for him. And then he focuses on trying to be young again. You're not young. You look crazy, bro. You're wearing scarves. You're still wearing scarves around your head. I'm not mean around his head. I'm talking about those blankets he puts around his head and then covers his whole body. It's like he just woke up from a nap and he went to the boxing ring. Like, that stuff was cool. Like 15 years ago, it was different when they had him and Juelz were doing the long scarf thing. That was cool. But then it wasn't. It was over. I don't know. Jim just doesn't know how to do good business. He's foiled like 10 companies, like Saucy, Vamp Life never took off. Then he's doing these sunglasses that he gets from China. I mean, it's just, I don't know, man. Like, Jim Jones isn't likable, you know. Like he thinks he's a lot of things he's not. He thinks he's a bully. All he does is attack his friends. He runs from the real enemies. True Life used to chase him around New York City. I don't know, man. Jim should focus on his album. Well, let's see. It should be the day where we know Jim Jones' sales. Let's see. You know, I don't hate Jim. Well, I don't like Jim Jones too much. I'm gonna be honest. I like his music, but as a person, I don't really like Jim Jones that much. Just to be honest, it's kind of obvious, right? Jim Jones' first week sales. All right, Jim Jones. Okay, which one is this? Jim Jones. Capo. What is it from? Church Steps, right? Church Steps. It's not good if they don't even have the numbers. At the church steps. Hold on one sec. At the church steps. Yeah, just a lot of things that it's out now. Now we need to know them sales, man. We need to know them sales. At the church steps. I'll just take a guess. Because all you got to do is look at Spotify numbers. Jim Jones at the church steps. Hold on a sec. All right. I could see like between 6 and 10,000. Might be smaller than that, but I'll say let's be generous. Let's say between 6 and 10,000 first week sales. And Jim's going to come out and say, but I'm independent, so that's really like 100,000. No, you're not selling them for $10. Hitmaker's selling them for $5. $5, right? $5, right? So at most, and then you owe Hitmaker Music Group a lot of money, right? Because they probably gave you in advance. So you ain't seeing no money from this album. Jim Jones at the church step sales. They ain't even reporting his sales. That's how, sometimes that's just embarrassing, bro. Yeah, Jim Jones and Cameron, that didn't work. That little promo didn't work. Meanwhile, Drake is back with his Nokia Demi Lovato's, showing it off on her jet. Diddy. This is a weird case. It's a new one. Diddy, the ex-CEO or like the co-founder of Bad Boy, right? Accused him of forcing him to do oral. We heard stories about this, forcing him to do oral. We've heard stories about these kind of things with Diddy, where he used to make artists go down on him for to extend their deal or stuff like that, right? 1995, where Diddy allegedly demanded he watched him pleasure himself. Things escalated later that year when Burroughs claims Diddy pinned him down onto a bed and simulated intercourse until he bust a load. Diddy also allegedly... it's gross, bro. Diddy allegedly asked his associate to give him... to pleasure him and go down and use his mouth to pleasure him, use objects. Gosh. Diddy is accused of forcing Burroughs to watch him engage in acts. I mean, how are you going to... Why would you stick around and be like, well, we're doing it for the better of the company? I have a lot of questions about this guy, Kirk Burroughs. You sat around and watched this kind of stuff? Stormed into Burroughs' office welding a baseball bat, demanding that he sign over his 25% stake. It took that for you to leave, the baseball bat? But the... You can't be joking. I mean, come on, man. Anybody else would have moved on when he simulated sex with him and busted out in his pants. I mean, come on, bro. As a result, Burroughs relinquished his ownership stake without receiving any financial compensation in 1996, with Diddy reportedly taking deliberate actions to erase his legacy from the company. It's called going to the police, bro. I mean, this man was like, maybe you would have been embarrassed, but it's like, asked his associate to give him hands and use objects anally. Ugh. Bro, you sat around and took that. Like, bro. Well, Kendrick Lamar's at 111 million monthly listeners, supposedly. I haven't heard any cars bumping this music, but, maybe I'm just in the wrong area. The Weeknd has, just for perspective, The Weeknd has 123 million monthly listeners, which makes more sense, right? This guy's selling out, like, arenas around the world. Taylor Swift, 86 million. She makes $1 billion a tour. I think that UMG's just overinflating numbers, to be honest. Shansia says, who has the best food in the world? I say Jamaica. Jamaica has good food. I mean, they got the jerk chicken. I'm going to be honest with you. When you go to Jamaica, all right, you ain't going to get too much oxtail. That's kind of like a delicacy. Let's see. Rice and peas, ackee and saltfish, parrotfish, snapper fish. It's got some good food, okay? It contributes to the rest of the world. Is it the best food in the world? No, okay? My wife is Jamaican. She cooks Jamaican food for me all the time. It's delicious. But who has the most delicious food, right? Like we're talking about junk food. I think Jamaican cuisine is, for the most part, healthy, okay? Like, I lose weight when I go to Jamaica because you're eating more, like, natural foods, right? I love plantain, stuff like that, okay? Yam, love all that, right? And their soups are good. But let's see, best food, I mean, like, for junk food, it's Italian food, junk food, you know what I'm talking, but, like, flavorful food, I would say, like, just Southern cuisine, period, just for flavor. I don't know, man. I don't know who has the best food in the world. It's definitely not Europe, except for Italy, but it's definitely not England. Blech. I love you, England, but Spain and England, I had some of the worst food. I love the history, the people, but sometimes the food isn't so good. And, you know, America is just a mix of everybody else's. We don't even have our own cuisine, so it is what it is. Hey, man, it's what you're in the mood for. Jamaican food has a lot of good food, though. There's no place in the world like Jamaica. It's very unique. I don't care what Caribbean island you go to. There's something about Jamaica. It's just different, bro. This is Future's baby mom. She's like, I don't care about what's going on with that girl. I got my wire. Let's see. 20 grand. All right. She got her monthly stipend. And Rick Ross is trying to go toe-to-toe with the real Rick Ross, which is just a big mistake. Rick Ross tried to diss him the other day and call him an informant. And the real Rick Ross is definitely not an informant. But Rick Ross stole his whole persona. He doesn't even know who he is. When the rapper Rick Ross looks in the mirror, he's like, who am I? Who am I? Like, you know, we love his raps. I think he's funny on the gram. But he's a fraud, bro. Like, let's be honest. Rick Ross, he says, the real Rick Ross says, are you still popping mollies and drinks? And then the rapper Rick Ross says, I'll slap you free, right? Then the real Rick Ross says, you're my son. Then the fake Rick Ross says, po-ass rat Harry, yo, 100 not like you, peon. You'll die a rat. And then the other guy, you know, the real Rick Ross says, you can't read. I said for charity, bum. Rapper Rick Ross, why would you go call somebody out that you stole your life from? That's weird, right? Very weird. All right, well, this is Jordan Tower with JT News. I'll check you guys the next one.